Welcome to Dr. Mary Travelbest's 5 Steps to Solo Travel Guide for women like you who need a little extra support traveling the world, one woman at a time. I've been traveling independently since 1972. Please share this podcast with your parents, loved ones, and future travelers and help them get the best trips. In this episode, the FAQ is, what should I bring on an airplane? Today's destination, Hawaii's Big Island. Today's mistake, not taking responsibility for my actions. And travel advice, eating mana musibi and Spam in Hawaii. And now the FAQ. What should I bring on an airplane? Asks Carole. And the answer? Bring your small luggage and place that overhead if you can. Put your small bag by your feet, and in that you will have the things to use on the flight. What should be in your small bag? A sweater, a small snack, water bottle, phone, earbuds and phone charger, toothbrush and floss, and something to read. You should have warm socks in case you feel cold feet. Airlines don't always have blankets and pillows anymore. Noise-canceling headphones may be the best device you invest in for a long flight. And consider eye covers and a pillow for your neck if you want to sleep. Even if you did check your bag, you may still want to have a change of underwear and t-shirt in case the luggage gets misplaced. Bring your food on the airplane to be sure you get what you want, when you want it. What works best may be a fruit and a sandwich. On Southwest Airlines, they no longer give out peanuts. Today, as I was writing this, I was given a choice of Ritz cheese crackers, Oreos, and corn chips. These are not very healthy options, especially on a 5-hour cross-country flight. Be sure to stay hydrated. You lose water when you fly. It's dry, even if you don't feel it. The longer your flight, the more water intake you need. Be sure to consider your destination and the temperature there. When you depart from the plane, you may find that the weather is much different. If you're headed to the cold weather, have a warm coat with you. And if you go to a hot, humid destination, remove layers. Today's destination, Hawaii's Big Island. Hawaii became a united state in 1959, so it's still one of the newer regions. The most southern spot in the U.S. is the southern tip of the Big Island. Have you seen Hawaii Five-0? What about Lost, the TV series? There are many shows and films made here. Scenic is an understatement. My first visit to Hawaii was in 1982, and I never left the airport in Oahu. I went through customs there as the LA airport was under construction. I was moving to San Diego, so that I thought I'd be there often. It was finally in 2018, 36 years later, that I returned to Hawaii's Big Island and again to Oahu in 2020. The Big Island has much of the volcano activity. I walked across the lava at night and learned about the history and culture of the families that have lived on this land for hundreds of years. Many of them lost their homes due to lava flows. If you can take a nighttime walking lava tour near Hilo, that's unique. There were several volcanoes a few months after my tour. The landscape will be very different each time you visit. Island insiders know the best sunrise views. You can take a helicopter tour or a zipline experience if you wish. I stayed in Kona on the west side of the island and drove my rental car to the southernmost point of the USA and then to the eastern area of Hilo. From there, I drove to the Mauna Loa and Mauna Kea volcano areas, where I saw snow at the peak. I didn't hike up there, but I had a good view from the visitor center. Driving around the island, you are going to need to rent a car to really see the most of this island. Shave ice is a popular beverage here. Another drink unique is awa. It's also known as kava kava. It's relaxing, good for anxiety and depression, earthy, milky, minty. You might feel a tingle in your mouth and your tongue gets numb. So check for side effects. Marine tourism is very big in Hawaii. 60% of marine animals can't be seen anywhere else in the world. Get up close and personal with snorkeling or scuba diving. You may need to drive a bit to find what you want, including shark swimming. You will find spinner dolphins, sea turtles, endangered Hawaiian monk seals. Be relaxed when swimming with the sharks, hammerheads, and more. They are revered in Hawaiian culture. Parasailing. This brings you about 20 stories up, and it's a thrill to be pulled by a boat and then brought back to the ship. You can have someone on the boat take your photo for free instead of the official photographer. Do it if you can for some outstanding views and memories. Make your reservation upon arrival and then show up for a fun adventure. You will need to sign a health waiver for this activity. Find a hidden place in Hawaii. You can explore and find many to call your own. And now for today's mistake. Not taking responsibility for my actions. We all need to be better at taking responsibility for our actions. In my younger years, I often was guilty of wasteful actions and littering from my car window. I regret that now. Kuleana has this meaning, responsibility. Other messages that I learned: take wisdom, make it deep, be good to nature, respect the land. Don't litter in any way, and be kind to the land. Travel advice. Eating mana, musibi, and spam in Hawaii. Looking for some food? Try this. Mana musibi is a snack of rice and nori, a seaweed wrap, with spam inside. Yes, more spam is in Hawaii than anywhere else, it seems. I want to bring meaning to your travels. Send a question or travel tip to info@drmarytravelbest.com. We can connect on my website, Facebook page, Facebook group, or Instagram. You can subscribe on YouTube, Twitter, or other social channels. Find the 5 Steps to Solo Travel, a woman's guide to travel in her prime book series on Amazon. And the show notes have more details for you to connect. This is Dr. Travelbest. I'm releasing 5 Steps to Solo Travel Part A audiobook on Amazon soon.